Hello Flosstube, I'm Tanya the Starlit Stitcher and welcome to my Flosstube channel. First of all, I want to say a big welcome to my returning subscribers, but also if you're new here, thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, giving my channel a try. I hope you like what you see and will come back for more. Today I have 2 finishes, FFO'd, and 2 mini finishes and a start. And then plus, I also have some extras at the end because you'll find out. I went off on a rabbit hole again, and that's just what happens around here. I'm sure you understand. So let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, if I can even talk today, that would be good. I worked on this little tiger and bee cross stitch kit by Itstitch. It's finished, FFO'd, and ready to gift to my niece for Christmas. And here is how it came out. It's so cute. There we go. Now the kit is an 11 count Ada, and I decided to finish the pillow into a 14 by 14 size. And with the yellow fabric that I got from Walmart, I bordered this up along the edges here in the front with a simple pocket in the back, and there's the pillow form there on the inside. So super easy finishing. It is all done. I love how it turned out, but this was the hardest thing that I worked on in these last couple of weeks. Not because it was like actually hard, but let's just say I will not be buying any more kits from this brand again, okay? There was only 13 colors in this, and 8 of the colors ran out. Really? You had one job on quality control, people. So I have to say I do not recommend this kit for people who don't have a stash of DMC or otherwise have extra floss around to be able to supplement what they can run out. That will be you won't be able to finish this project. Some of the colors that ran out, they only needed just a little bit. Some of them, it was fairly substantial. So yeah, but all in all, I got it done. It's super cute. It's going to be getting gift wrapped and going to its new owner. The little girl is going to love it. Oh yeah, this one's not for my niece. This one's for the cousin's daughter. I'm getting everybody confused. All in all, still going to another little girl. 4 little girls in total are getting little pillows this year, and she is one of them. So yeah, there we are on that. The next up was I finished the Plum Street Samplers Corgi Caboodle. This is a Christmas gift from my stepmom this year. And these 3 little dogs right here, I swear to God, they look exactly like her puppers. So I seen the chart and I had to do it. And her favorite color is red. And so I decided to make the flowers red. And this is how it came out. I just pulled hand-dyed flosses that was left over from other things that I've stitched throughout the year. The fabric is the 32 count Mercedes Lugana by Picture This Plus. And then also just, like I said, various other flosses that I had left over. If I had it, I may as well use it. And so that's what I did. Other than the red flowers, I kind of tried to keep to the color scheme on the dogs. Since the flowers were bolder, I made my greens bolder also. And overall, that came out really cute. I like it. Now, see up there at the top, I framed this myself. And I didn't do that good of a job lining it up good at the top. But the other sides came out okay. I guess, well, maybe not so much a little bit there along the bottom. But hey, you know, she's not a perfectionist or anything. And this frame came from Walmart. It's just a 4x6. I'm going to put all of my floss, fabric, and framing information down below in the description box. Now this is one of those frames that it comes with like a little door hingey thing to open it up on the back. That did not want to close when I put the project in there, and so I added my own hardware to close it back up after I cut the door off, and then I just took off the, you know, the thing that's on the back that, you know, if you want to put it, have it standing up on a desk or something. I took that off, put the back on there, and used my hardware to screw it back on there. And then I covered it all with brown paper backing, like so, and added hanging hardware. So it's still got a method to keep it standing up. But there we go. That is all done, finished. That will be getting wrapped and packaged appropriately because this is going to have to go through the mail. Alrighty. But luckily, I got something in the mail myself that I had ordered, and it came with like these little corner doohickers. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is, you know, like around on this, maybe on all the sides, and hopefully that works out well. I'll let you know when it shows up on the other side. But next, what did I do? All right, so in between both of those, I worked on my season 2, my hands-on design. This is a year celebration season 2. And for this one, I'm using Kimberly Jolly's choice in fabric and floss colors. So her custom floss colors are on her website in a thread pack. There's the original thread pack and then Kimberly Jolly's thread floss choices. And then the fabric is the 25 count prim voltage. Let's get it together, guys. Vintage cloth lugana by Lori Holt. And this is where it's at now. I did the next 2 blocks. Okay, I have this backwards. I worked over this ways, and I did May and November. So you got the bees and your turkeys. And then there's my hole again, guys. Don't leave your clips on your stuff overnight or anything, because then you might get a hole too, like me, and we try to avoid those. This is going to be fine because they're getting finished individually, but be careful. And also I switched out Kimberly Jolly's choice of Classic Colorworks Ladybug. I'm using Weeks Dye Works Watermelon Punch instead, because the dye lot on my Ladybug was too much alike to the Holly Berry. So I changed it to the Weeks Watermelon Punch because that was closest to, I think, the color that Kimberly was going for that I already had in my stash. So I didn't have to go buy anything to do that. And so that's what I did. But there it is. It's coming out really cute. I've only got 2 blocks left. And then, so I guess that will be getting finished next month. And that will be a lot of little FFOs that I have to do. Right before Christmas, too. Yeah, that's going to be super fun. Well, I mean, it's not going to be like a chore or anything, but that's going to be a lot of... That's going to be a finishing day in and of itself, that's for sure. But yeah. Okay, and then so lastly, I got started on the Elephant and Owl Maydear kit, and this one is going to be a present for the 3rd of 3 nieces that these are getting gifted to. And this is my start on it. And yes, it looks crazy because this is not washed or anything. It's an 11 count printed kit Ada, so they print where you're supposed to stitch in all kinds of crazy colors, not the colors that it's actually going to be when it's done. It's so that you actually have contrast, and maybe it is cheating, but you know what? It's being gifted to somebody else, so honestly, I don't care. I do it anyways. And so that is my start on that. And here I've got one of the owls. I haven't finished the other eye yet, so it looks double crazy. But anyhow, yeah, that's my start on that. I hope to have this done and FFO'd, like, to join the others by the time I see you next in a couple weeks from now. And so, yeah, that's my plans for that. And hopefully, if I can get this done a little bit earlier than that, that'll give me some time to actually get back to my Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers, because I would actually like to finish that this year. And so I need to hurry up on this so I can get back to that and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the extra, let's just say, we're going to label this section as it's everybody else's fault except for mine. Okay, so this week I made 12 quilt blocks. Alrighty, have I ever quilted before? No, I have not. But I have a specific purpose in mind for this project, and I have no idea yet if it's going to be a success or a failure, but you're coming along for the ride with me to find out. And so let me show you the blocks that I made. I kept it simple because I've never quilted before. The only sewing I've ever done at all is what I've done on my cross stitch FFOing. So with that said, I do have at least a semi-basic knowledge on getting my sewing machine going, troubleshooting some issues like the thread wants to knot up on the back, or maybe catch and break, or I don't know, whatever problems happen, you know, refilling the bobbin, you know, just in general things like that. So I'm not coming from a place where I know absolutely nothing and totally intimidated by machine or anything, my machine and stuff like that, which trust me, the first time I FFO'd one of my cross stitch pieces into a pillow, I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world do you do this? How do I turn the thing on? How do I not stab my finger? And I mean, you know, it is intimidating the first time you go to turn that on. But anyhow, I've worked my way through all of that, all the whole thing on, you know, at least trying to sew in a straighter line, which I'm not that great at still, but it hides really well in pillows, so you don't actually have to sew that straight on those. But anyhow, I started with an easier design idea for this quilt project that I'm working on, because I am, like I said, very new to it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. And anyhow, let me show you how they look. So yeah, I kept it simple with just 9 square blocks, and they're not perfect. I mean, see, look at this top one here. That's definitely not lined up. But, you know, for a first attempt, it's not bad. I mean, you know, those other ones came out pretty good. And so let me show you how the other ones are. I think maybe I have like 2 out of the 12 where all 4 of the corners meet up right. Now this is like just a basic color scheme, but you know, I'm actually kind of proud of these, so I'm gonna show you how they're going. And like I said, I'm gonna keep you updated on how the rest of the project goes. I do want these squares to be a little bit longer before I go on to the next step. So I'm gonna be adding, I don't know, borders, I guess, around each of these to make them just a little bit longer before I join them together to each other. And then after that will be the fun part of figuring out batting and backing and that kind of stuff. But hey, you know, one step at a time. Everybody has to start somewhere, you know? And so, I mean, you know, maybe these are just a basic kind of design. I only have 4 colors in this, and these are just the Bella Solids by Moda. I have a dark purple, a light purple, a pink, and a cream. That's probably not what they're actually technically called, but that's what you visually see when you're looking at these things. And so that's what I'm going to call them. And I've got 2 left here. So yeah, as you can see, some came out better than others, but honestly, I think not bad for my first try. Everybody got to start somewhere, and who knows, this may lead to an unstoppable thing of extra things on my channel. And there we go with my cats being disruptive again. But that is everything that I have to show for you today. I'll let you know how things are going with the quilty thing if I work on it some more between now and the next time that I see you. I hope to have the elephant and owl kit done and FFO'd and have that to show you, and hopefully have some extra time to put back into pandemic, because I know everybody's dying to see how that's coming along and would like to see that finished sometime in this next century. Me too. And so that's where we're at. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and then hopefully as mellow as possible for the next month, preparing for Christmas and all of the busyness that comes with that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.